Nasdaq trader for the past 3 years, and I've never been able to be consistent with my payouts. I've also coded some personal indicator that would help me navigate the market, but the main problem was a time constriction because I had to be in front of the screen from Monday to Friday for the whole session, and most of the time I would fall into revenge trading or boring, and I would just build my account. Okay, so even if I built some really good indicator that you can see right here, I decided to switch to swing trading. And why did I do that? Because I noticed that most of profitable trader, okay, like the real one, like for example Ben Skrupinski and even others, are swing trader. So I started to look deeply at what is swing trading and how can you build a strategy around swing trading. Okay, so what I came up with was a structure concept like break of structure, imbalance, supply and demand, liquidity take, volume, and adding to them the fundamentals. Okay, so what this create is you have fundamentals that tell you how assets are likely to go for the next week, days, or even month, and you just add to it simple structure. Okay, so how I did next was creating. I'll show you now. That's my community. Okay, and what I've created is a full scoring matrix. Okay, where every week when there are the COT reports or news, as you can see, I have agreed with all these items. Okay, and adding them just give me a score, so I have an idea of how asset should behave. Clearly, is not 100% true, but it gives a general idea, which is most of the time is pretty correct. Okay, for example, for this week we had a really strong US dollar. Okay, this was from this weekend. Okay, today we are at Thursday, so that was the full scoring matrix from this weekend. Okay, so we had a really strong USD dollar. You can see all the assets over there, and we have a very bearish GBP/USD. Okay, you can also see here that I built a cut report and a retail sentiment page. So for example, what I do on the weekend, I just build a list based on that on my trading view, as you can see here, and I just try to understand where I could position it myself for a weekly trade. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got activated on GBP/USD and EUR/USD, and they went fantastic. I also had some limits on this other trade, but they never got activated. For example, USD CAD, that was the trade idea, but you can see that I haven't got filled, but the trade went really well. Okay, and the CAD, these are all possible trade, were all possible trade for these weeks, but they never got filled. Okay, but where I've been filled instead was USD and GBP/USD. So I showed you that here I was the grid tell me that GBP/USD was very bearish, so I was looking to short them. Okay, then you have, for example, the news. So for example, Wednesday, yesterday, where you see this big candle, we have the FOMC. Okay, so you just add all of this, and then you come to the chart. Now, this is a custom indicator that I built for swing trading, okay? And it just helped me understand the structure, okay? Now you see that you drew a new break of structure, but before that, it was like this, okay? So we had a liquidity sweep, then price broke structure, like here. You can see this swing point, got broke over there. And so what I did was positioning myself on the supply that you can see here. We also had some volume confluences over there. So we got filled, and then price skyrocketed to TP. Clearly, GBP/USD and the USD are extremely correlated assets. Okay, so I risked a little amount on GBP/USD and a bit more on USD, knowing that it would behave very similarly. I'll show you now on my screen of my MetaTrader. I'm trying to pass a 50k challenge, okay, with Holoprime, and I'm up 45% of my target. So we still need to do like 200 and so we need a bit more to pass the challenge. I will try to document everything. Okay, if you're interested, just follow me, and I will try to show you and explain how this swing trading approach is a really stress-free. Okay, you just need to set your limits and forget it. Okay, so if you have a job, if you have anything else in your life, this is something that is really helpful. Okay, also you're trading with institution because you're basing your trade ideas not just on structure, okay, but on real market movements made by big institutions. Okay, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned because I will keep documenting my challenge. Let's see if we are able to get funded with this 50k challenge.